Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Memory Keeping with Megan. I'm Megan. For my very first YouTube video, I'm going to do a Stampin' Up unboxing. I recently signed up to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator after about an 18-year hiatus from paper crafting. This is actually my second order, but I will also share my first order contents with you. Funny thing is, I'm not much of an online shopper. I like to see things in person. I like to touch them, hold them, and if it's clothes, I like to try them on. But with paper crafting, it seems to be totally different for me. I like the anticipation of something coming in the mail. Remember when you were a little kid and you got all excited when you got something in the mail? Well, this is how I feel about these packages. And especially on days like today, the weather here in Kansas and Oklahoma was very, very dreary, rainy, and I was a couple hours away from the house today when I received my notification that my package had arrived. And I all of a sudden got so excited about there being a package waiting for me at home, and I couldn't wait to get home and open it up and see what was inside. It only took 11 days from the time that I ordered my stuff for it to actually arrive here. And it's kind of funny because I've kind of forgot about what I did or didn't order because my wish list just keeps growing and growing. And so I was excited to get home and open this up and see what is inside. So let's have a look. First thing is the paper trimmer. And I am thrilled with this. I have tried different trimmers since getting back into paper crafting, and I haven't really been too satisfied with anything yet, so I'm excited to try this. When I scrapbook, I like to do 12 by 12, use 12 by 12 sheets, and this goes out to 17 inches, so I'm really excited about that. But the second thing that I'm also very excited about is this. This is a score, so for cards or other projects, it's right here. And then of course this is the cutter section, but both of these are on here, and so I am really happy and I cannot wait to do my first project. Here, I went ahead and took everything out of the box, and I'm going to go through things. This is the Gone Fishing photopolymer stamp set. I am so excited about this. I have memories of going fishing with my dad growing up, and also with my oldest son. Him and Papa, my dad, went fishing together an awful lot, and I cannot wait to share some of those stories and layouts with you of those times. But here's the stamps, and this is the little stickers of what they look like. And then here is the die cuts, and these are really neat. I am excited about that. What I'm going to do, because I like to keep things together in my organization, is I have some 5x7 magnetic sheets that I am going to put over here. I purchased them off of Amazon, and so I'm going to put them over here on this side so that I can take the die cuts from this set and keep them all together. This is so neat. Look at this little tackle box, and then this right here, and then the lures. I cannot wait to get started on my projects with this. I want you guys to notice too, to keep these little bags that the packaging and everything comes in, because you can use this for a moshing technique with your ink, and so hopefully that'll be something that we can do later on. And then these envelopes, these are really nice envelopes, and you can recycle these and use these for something like putting your like some stencils in and keep them in there. So that'll be really neat. but I'm excited about this. These are the Stampin' Up markers. They are dual tipped. This is the basic black, and this is the broad tip end, and it is great for coloring and using those color effects. And then the fine tip is great to use for journaling. I also like to put designs on my paper, such as like the dotted lines that look like stitches and things like that. And then these are the end colors for 24, 26. The Pretty and Pink and Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, and Petunia Pop. This is the Stamped with Love photopolymer stamp set. I see this and I think of Christmas time. These little designs, I don't know, it just reminds me of some Christmas. So I'm thinking about Christmas cards, and then also these other little cards and designs over here. You can send these to friends, make cards for friends, let them know that you're thinking of them. And just like I said earlier, you know, everybody loves to get something in the mail at some point and sometime. So that's what I plan on doing with this. This is the Take to the Skies Sweet Collection, and I am really excited for a couple of different reasons and different thoughts that I have for this collection. This stamp set, look at the rivets back here for a background. I can think of so many different pages, layouts, and cards that I can make with this. It doesn't have to be about traveling or about airplanes or anything like that. And this is the this is the clean stamp set. I'll have to tell you some more about that in a little bit, some things that I'm learning about the stamps and everything. And then here is the dies. I want to tell you guys, I am not a fan of flying. I have probably flown less than a handful of times during my life, and I will be going on a vacation where I'm flying here next month, and so I plan on taking some pictures so that I can do more with these. But I wanted to point out to you guys, with these die cuts, when you are, and with all the die cuts, I don't know if you guys can see this little sticky line on here, but you have to be very careful when you are removing your dies. They stick on here really good, and you want to be really careful when you are removing these so that you do not bend your die. See, this one's stuck on there really good. So you want to be very careful about removing the different pieces of your dies. These trinkets are so adorable, and again, this whole collection does not have to be about flying or traveling or anything like that, but I see so many different like industrial ideas, mechanical, car, garage, shop type stuff to use these trinkets with. Tool time. So the name of this is Industrial Trinkets. And then here is the Designer Series paper pack. And so give me just a second, I'll come back and I will have this all laid out for you. I just love the magic of video. All right, I have these laid out for you. This is two-sided Designer Series paper. And again, I like the little tags here. You could take a hole punch and then you could put some twine or something through here. And again, I'm going to point out to you that just because it's airplanes and everything, that this doesn't necessarily have to be limited to travel. I'm thinking that of air shows and stuff that we took my boys to when they were younger, museums that have some different like World War II displays or different displays about planes and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, even like with this cloud paper, this would make some really cool Sweet Dreams background paper. This would be something that you could even use like for maybe gaming. I have a son that is a gamer, And you know, I've talked to you about my other one with engineering and garage and shop and stuff like that. So these papers are so versatile. I see so many different things. And again, like if you want to use it for travel, and this shows, you know, going around the world, but you don't have to be around the world trips for this paper. You can use it for all sorts of different travel. So this is really neat paper to use. This is from the Color Families, the 12 by 12 paper. This is the 12 by 12 paper currently is only available in the family pack, but it will be available individually at a later date. So give me just a second and I'll get these spread out and show you all the different colors in the neutral family. Okay, these are the neutral colors, and these are my colors. These colors really speak to me. This is my style. This is my flavor. I love these colors. They can go with so many different things. Now, this is Mossy Meadow, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Blackberry Bliss, Early Espresso, Pecan Pie, Crumb Cake. Okay, I'm going to stop here for just a second because I know with just these names right here that when I am scrapbooking or making some cards, I am going to need some snacks close by because these are making me hungry. This color is Gray Granite. This is Smoky Slate and Basic Gray. Yes, definitely see a lot of projects with these colors. And this is our Subtles color group. With this Subtles color group, it just makes you feel calm and cool and collected, very relaxed, almost kind of like a day at the spa. This is Petal Pink. And this is Callisto Coral, Lemon Lolly, Soft Sea Foam, Lost Lagoon, Pool Party, Balmy Blue, Highland Heather, Fresh Frieza, and Bubble Bath. When I see these, I kind of think of like some different ice cream flavors or different colors, you know, like an ice cream shop. I also think about pool parties, going to the aquatic center or water parks. I totally see a lot of different layouts coming out of these colors as well. And the cardstock, I need to tell you guys, it is nice and thick. It is quality cardstock. And with each family pack, you get 2 of the same shade. So that was it for my order that I unpackaged tonight. So I'm going to go over what I ordered first. I did order the Take to the Sky paper designer series paper pack. I've already shown you the different styles that come in that. The other designer series paper pack that I ordered is called Country Woods. A lot of times when people look at this, they are thinking like some beach scenes. I tend to think about like more of farmhouse. I also think of the beach, but I also think of pumpkin patch, fall, hay rides, you know, even some Halloween maybe, hunting. All sorts of different thoughts come across my mind. That I really love that color. And this is gorgeous. I love these two. They're gorgeous. And this is the Seaside Wishes photo polymer stamp set. and the dies and the embossing folder. I am so looking forward. Look at these little rocks that you can use as background, and even some sand, little splatters there. And sometimes the simplest things mean the most. The sand dollars. My mom cross-stitched the Legend of the Sand Dollar saying for me, and it is gorgeous, and I am looking forward to making layouts and cards and things to go with these, because of my boys out at the beach digging for, you know, sand dollars and starfish and just whatever they could find. They were so excited, and really good memories. This is the 3D, the hybrid embossing, and you can take this die, and again, remember to be very careful when you are removing the dies. You don't want to bend them. And I think it goes this way, this way. Yeah, and it just fits right on there, and you just run that through. I am excited to do this project. Cannot wait to get started on it. I might get started. And the last thing that I ordered in my kit, first starter kit, was the 2024 through 2026 in colors, the ink pads. And I told you this is Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, and Summer Splash. And I am a neutrals girl, and I saw this and I had to get this Misty Moonlight. That's kind of a tongue twister. Misty Moonlight shade. I think it is amazing. I understand that Stampin' Up really likes the idea of those magnetic stamp pads, and I do too, because sometimes my hands will work with me and sometimes they won't. And these ink pads are very juicy. You do not have to press down very hard on them to get your stamp inked up, but they slide and close back up. So I am looking forward to breaking these colors in. All right, I'm going to walk you through a little bit of Stampin' Up's annual catalog. I am so excited that I have 1 year to look through this catalog, as well as looking at all the items that's online, because there is so much to see. Even when I keep looking through this, and I'm seeing different things that I didn't see before, or I'm seeing things like with a different lens and having different ideas. So let's get started on this. The table of contents. Looking at this section, step-by-step crafting. This is your kits. It's the pre-made boxes with everything that you need. This is ideal for like, I have a friend whose mother is in assisted living, and so I'm going to buy some of these kits, and I'm going to take them up there, and so that the three of us can sit there and work on this together, because I did one of these paper pumpkins at a crop that I went to recently, and everything was in there that I needed in order to complete the cards, and these change all the time. Like these kits, they add 2 new kits every month. And sometimes they sell out, so it's kind of like a while supplies last type thing. They are building this program, the kit program, so I am looking forward to what they come out with. The quick and easy options is really it's just a step above the kits. There's still a lot more of ephemera in there than what there is otherwise. And then the Creativity Your Way is the largest section. It's kind of like the a la carte things, the sweets, the bundles, the tools. So this is like the biggest section in the catalog. I like this down here. This got a little legend here for you. It tells you that here, you know, if there's a QR code, that means that there's more on the website to go look there. This is talking about English and Spanish and French. And then this is also samples in the catalog, feature products that are shown more completely in the online store. So be sure and visit the online store. Let's go ahead and do a quick little flip through here. I wanted to get this little guy, and They were already sold out, so I keep watching to see if they get more in. This was called By Your Side. I think it is so adorable. And there's the paper pumpkin. This is a subscription for $25 per month. And I'm going to look into doing that. Your quick and easy options. The top 10. Oh, let me tell you about the chamois. If you are a stamper that has not been introduced to the chamois yet, I'm telling you, you are missing out. This is awesome. I used to use the baby wipes to clean my stamps, and you can still do that. Nothing wrong with that. But this is so quick and so easy. And it seems to me that this cleans your stamps better than the baby wipes. And here is their ephemera. But they have, I believe that they're going to keep adding to this and different card ideas. This right here, I wanted to point this out to you, is that this catalog is full of the cards and some samples, but this is giving you like ideas so that you can make different cards. And when I was doing this like 18 years ago, we called the catalog at that time like an idea book and everything. So that's something too that I love that they've held on to, is there's different ideas. Keep your catalogs because you'll have all these different ideas that you can be creative with. Those are pretty. And then again, Creativity Your Way, the largest section. The Mediterranean Blooms Sweet Collection. So the Sweet Collection is just, it's a bundle of projects that were designed to be used together. So when you purchase a suite, you save 10% if you were to buy all the supplies separately. Also, with every suite collection, they show you this over here. And this is showing you how you can use the different tools to make these. Like this one right here, they use like the dies or the embossing folders. This was with the dies over here. And this, they use the stamp set. Here they use like the whole bundle. And this was the design series paper. And then this was like a full suite sample in this. And here's the Take to the Sky to market. And you need to pay attention because they're not all the same, like just the embellishment and the die cuts and the stamp, because like here, they have an embossing folder in there as well. So pay attention to what's included in the suite collection. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier, like where I'm looking at things through a different lens. I told you earlier that I'm really more of a neutral color gal. And so when I first went through here the first couple of times and I saw this bright paper, I was like, not my style. And I just kind of flipped through it. But here recently, I've seen some people use this and it's given me some different ideas. Look at this and think birthday parties, maybe some other celebrations. And I had also wondered, because this only comes in the 6x6 paper, and so I wondered, what could you do? How could you apply this with scrapbooking? I mean, I see how you can use it with your card making and everything, but how would you apply it with scrapbooking? And then you can cut it into different shapes. You can put it down the middle. You know, you can be creative with this. This is on my wish list, the Lilies of the Pond. This was really impressive to me to learn that that Stampin' Up! Actually has in-house artists that made this watercolor paper, or the watercolors. I just thought this was gorgeous. And then here is the Country Woods. This Country Lace paper packet is on my wish list. This is really neat, just for the different like layers of Beauty Bundle, you know, use it for some masking and the different layers and everything. I think that would be a really neat project to do. This, if you make journals, like I make some journals for my coworkers and stuff, and so this would be really good. And you can get this either in a die or a punch, whichever you prefer. And the same thing over here. So I thought that was a really nice option. And this is on my wish list. You know, for my son's high school graduation, we went down to Florida, so we have some pictures being in the ocean and seeing the dolphins. But also, when they were younger, I took them to the aquariums. And so this whole stamp set is something that, and the die cuts and everything, is something that I'm going to be able to use for lots of different layouts and for some cards. Here's some pocket. You can make some pocket pages or pockets on your cards. And this, you can use this for so many different things. I'm thinking like 4th of July, thinking about when you go out like to a restaurant, and I'm thinking also like Father's Day and a steakhouse. I mean, all sorts of different thoughts come to my head about this. And then this is, I am a TV junkie. So this also speaks to me, and I see some shaker cards coming out of this on my wish list. I am looking forward to that. And this is really cool. Spotlight on Nature dies, because they have different designs in them. So you can break them apart there, and they have the different designs, and you can add that as some embellishment to your layouts. My son likes to hunt, and so I can see some different things coming from this. Some masculine cards to send to those guys in your life. I thought this would be really neat, like for like some sort of genealogy, ancestry page or card. And then now we are to the Encore. And what Encore is that it is the past bundles from the catalog, from the previous catalog. And these are no longer 10% off. Like the bundles are 10%. Encore is not 10%. So I see, you know, this would be really good. My husband was in the Navy, so I could use that. Again, when you go into the ocean and to the aquariums and stuff, we could use that. Looking at the beach, I've got some beach pictures, so I can use that. There's some really neat stuff in here. Those are really pretty. This right here, the motorcycles, my dad had a motorcycle when I was growing up, so I can see getting this and doing some pages for that. Again, you've got mail. Everybody loves to get some mail sometimes. I like the sentiments. This right here, you know, if you've got a guy in your life that is like a little handyman, then this is awesome. This is on my wish list. And then I told you a while ago that I would tell you about the stamps. The red rubber stamps is like, you use these whenever you have the stamps have more details to them. It comes out crisper and cleaner. And then these are really nice. The clear ones are nice to use when you need to line something up so that you can see what you're doing there. And then the sea turtle. And then also I want to point out to you, remember when I said back there about like the card ideas and stuff, that those are scattered throughout the catalog? Well, there's one right here, and it also has the color wheel on here. And the color wheel is towards the back of the book. And I really like that scattered throughout also that they have like little tips for you, like add die cut images or sentiments for a layered look. I think that was really cool. I like to see that. And when I flipped through here several times, and I was like, oh, well, that's cute, but I don't know what I'd use it for. And then it finally dawned on me that my boys were in Cub Scouts and Pinewood Derby. I can use that for the Pinewood Derby. Also for the other little guys in your life, birthday cards. And then this section is all about like your storage and your tools and things like that, organization. And then this is kind of like more kid oriented, and well, it doesn't really have to be kid oriented. I'm just thinking, you know, my boys, when they were younger, they used to craft with me. We would make cards together, we would stamp together, we would scrapbook together. And so I guess when I see these, that's kind of what it reminds me of. And so I think these are really cute. Little spaceships for the kids to do. This is beautiful. I'm even thinking like some ancestry genealogy pages for that. And also with the little houses down here. I thought that was really neat. You could use that with some genealogy stuff. The metallics kind of reminds me of some distressed look going on. I can even see, you know, some old time pictures, genealogy pictures being here, using some of the metallics with that. Also some industrial stuff. The ribbons and the twine and the embellishments. I like these little butterflies and the iridescence there. I thought those were really neat. And then I love this part right here, is that you've got your legend right here, which adhesive is best for my project. And so it shows you cardstock paper, ribbon, embellishments, die cuts, 3D projects. And so then over here, the pop-ups would work great with cardstock and paper, and then also with your die cuts. And then over here, your like your tape runner, it would work good with ribbon and cardstock. The glues, I love that they've got that like this. And then here's the watercolor techniques. And the masking. And then your texture, your embossing and the heating gun and paste. All that stuff is on my wish list as well. And then here are your embossing folders. And there are several on here that is on my wish list. For example, number 8, which is exposed brick. And then 12, which is timber. I also like the adoring hearts right here. I think those are really neat. This would be really cute if somebody in a little one in your life likes dinosaurs. That's what I think of when I see that, prehistoric time. And then here is about the blending markers. And then here's the color wheel that I was telling you about. I am hoping that this will come out later on so that we are able to purchase that. And then we have our color families, the subtles and the brights and the regals and the neutrals, and then the end colors. And I love that there is an index back here. Somebody was telling me about what was it, Lifetime of Love. And so I was able to look that up so I could see exactly what they were talking about. So I thought that was really neat. I love that this is back here. It's divided up into your dies and into the stamps and the punches and the paper. Love, love, love this. So be sure and check things out online. And if you like what you have seen with my video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, Memory Keeping with Megan. And until next time, bye-bye.